Of course it is. Hey everybody, welcome to Montreal Canadiens at Vancouver Canucks. First period live stream for, what day are we? Tuesday, December 17th. So if I look surprised, it's because the app I'm using, usually you hit the button to start, takes you somewhere else, comes online, boom, you got to hit it again. But this time it did it the first button I pressed, first time I pressed. So I'm a little like a deer in the headlights. I'm about 3 minutes early, but that's okay. See, got a cough. I usually do all that before. Okay, so, hey, someone just came in. Who? Scotty! Hey, you're first one in, buddy. I'm going to feel weird doing all my shtick with you here. Only. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Let's talk before anybody else shows up. I haven't seen you on, you haven't seen a video of yours in like a long time. Is it because I'm not in the loop? Like with YouTube, they're not showing them to me, or you haven't done a video in a bit? Anyways, anybody else watching, that's Scotty that I'm talking to. Scotty2 Hockey. It's actually Open Ice Hits with Scotty2 Hockey now. Check him out. But he's got to put up some videos, man. Got to put up. I can't see what you're saying. You're a VIP now. Wow. What happened? At the bar you work at, or you're a VIP for the team? That would be a cool job. Yeah, you got to tell me what you mean by that. So there's 4 people in here. Who else is there? Come on, guys. Oh, yeah. Give me what do you think the score is going to be? And who do you think is going to get the first goal? So I've got it as 3-2 for Montreal, and I'm giving the first goal to, well, hopefully to Yoel Armia, because it'll be his 100th point. He's got 99. All right, Scott, come on. I'm looking forward to some videos, buddy. Now, I know you're busy. Hey, listen, regular life comes first, that's for sure. Unless this thing was paying a ton of money, which I know neither of us is making any money from it, so. So as I was saying, by the way, check out, I don't know, is your channel still just Scotty2 Hockey, or is it Open Ice Hits? I think it's Open Ice Hits now. Open Ice Hits with Scotty2 Hockey. Check him out. Oh, you're a VIP in this chat. Well, you were. Now there's 3 other people in the chat. But you were definitely the first one in. So now it's officially Open Ice Hits with Scotty2 Hockey. Okay, cool. I'll try to remember that. I will try. But looking forward to your next video, buddy. So come on, guys. What do you think the score is going to be? Scotty, what's the score going to be? Who's going to score the first goal for Montreal? Gotta let me know. That's the name of the game. Hey, Joe. David. How's it going, buddies? Okay, 2-1. David says 2-1 Canucks. Suzuki scores. Sorry to say. That's okay. Don't have to be sorry. If that's what you feel is going to be. They don't win every game. But, you know, I think they're going to win this game. Just for some reason, but we'll see. Don't think it'll be a crazy score or anything like that. Scotty's calling it 4-2 Montreal with Suzuki scoring first goal. All right. I was gonna say Suzuki, but then I heard about the Armia's... and his next point is his 100th point in the NHL, so I just figured I'd give it to Armia. Go whoever gets it, just as long as they score. Apparently, if Vancouver scored against first, they don't have a great record. Do I have it here? Yeah, I do. Look at that, handy. So if Vancouver is scored against first, the stat is here. They're 6-12-4. If Montreal can come out of the first period with a lead, Vancouver is 2-10-1. So, let's go. Score first. That's what we want to see. Okay, what's going on here with need to win? Yeah, well, I think it is a game they do need to win. That's true. I think Sherratt will get the first goal. Okay, Joe is in with Sherratt, but no score. I'm going to do a Tatar video soon. He deserves more recognition for his play so far. It's amazing how many people on Twitter want to see us trade Tatar to get a package of... I don't know what they expect the return for Tatar is going to be, but I think if they did trade Tatar, the people who really want him traded are going to be disappointed in what the return is going to be, and it's not going to help us right away, and I think it's just a dumb idea, considering he's the leading scorer on the team right now. I don't know why you trade away that guy. I just don't get it. So I think I'm talking about that in in my podcast tomorrow. Let me just check. I'll let you guys know. It's called The Penalty Box. Woo! Great artwork, eh, guys? Great artwork. All right. I'm just checking my book to see what my topics. The topic, eh? Hey, listen, take off, eh? The topic now, eh? The topic, that's important, eh? You gotta have a topic. So the topic, I think, it's a beauty, eh? That topic's a beauty. And it's episode 10 already. Okay, so far I got this. I want to talk about the goalie situation. Just about how they're going to be handling Cade and Primo as Price's backup, Lindgren and Primo, and maybe Kincaid, but there's not much talk about Kincaid being involved here. He lost in the shootout today, playing for the Rocket, which was a surprise because I would have thought Primo was supposed to go down and play more, but they started Kincaid. So I want to talk about that and their goalie situation going forward. Should Primo be a trade bait at all, or not? And why, in my opinion, they should keep him and not trade him. And about Price and his future in Montreal. Also, the Habs lineup. I don't know if we're going to see the new lineup. I think I saw somewhere where Vadimo. First of all, I saw Vadimo was going to start. And now I see that he's not. So I don't know what the lineup's going to be. I had him starting in my lineup video. I want to talk about that. No matter what the lineup looks like tonight, I want to talk about the lineup. That's so far what I got. But tomorrow morning, when I'll work on it, I'll come up with either a couple of more things, or I'll just talk about that. Let's see what's up here. Hey, Peter. How's it going? Hoping for 3-1 Montreal, going with Galley. All right. Joe's saying you can't draw, unfortunately. Can't even draw a stick figure correctly. My ex-girlfriend was so talented in drawing. She always poked fun at my lack. Well, look, not everybody. I can't draw very well either. So doesn't mean anything. You're good at something else, I'm sure. You got to be good at something. Everyone's good at something. Kincaid is stinking in the AHL. Well, I guess it was 3-2 in the shootout, so I guess he had a better game. He only gave up 2 goals. Gislain, my buddy Gislain, La Framboise. Not cause it keeps going up. Not because one day Price will retire. Also, it takes time to develop great goalies. That's 100% right. Saying Galley should score first. Galley, all right. Yeah, it could be Galley. Galley gets a lot of the first goals. Leading the team with 14, so gotta go. I'm streaming the game on my phone because I'm out. My competition's leaving the room there. Okay, Scott, have fun. Hey, guys, if you get tired of me, go check out Scotty's live stream. Have fun, buddy. Go Habs, go. So it looks like Kincaid needs some aid. I know, terrible joke. Yeah, you're right about the dad jokes. Kind of a joke I probably would say. So you're good on those. I like dad jokes. Who's on the fourth line, Vadimo or Barber? Well, I heard Vadimo's not playing. I had heard he's playing, then I heard he's not playing, so I don't know. We're going to find out. I was scanning through Twitter, and I didn't see anything about lineups. Twitter usually has everything faster than anybody else. That's the only place I looked. But we're going to find out not too long. Should start in the next few minutes. So I would like to see Vadimo get a shot and see what he's got. We've seen Barber. We've seen Wheel. They haven't done that much, so how much worse could Vadimo do? So I'm just thinking I'd like to see him. Anyways, like I said, I did a video, I think yesterday I put out the video about my lineup projection because I thought there'd be some new lines. I think there will be some new, I don't think I can't see Paling being on the fourth line and having like Barber or somebody else play up higher than him. I just don't see that. So I'm hoping Paling at center for now, and maybe eventually Paling moving to Suzuki's wing. I really hope they do the Suzuki second line center with Domi over to the wing. I think that's the best thing. I don't think they gave it enough time. The last time they did this, a few games ago, I don't think they gave it enough time. I'd like to see that with at least 5 games. Let's see now. Joe is saying it's really weird because Byron was in practice before the Detroit game playing with Thompson and Barber. Really confusing that he's not even traveling with us in the West. Yeah, well, what happened was he was being evaluated in that practice, and apparently, I would think exactly like you. We heard he's back and all this, and they even made moves to make it like he was coming back because they sent Paling down, and I think maybe he either tweaked something in practice or in practice realized he wasn't ready. They said they're going to wait a little bit and take some more time, and he's not going on the road trip. He may join them at some point during the road trip, but he wasn't going to the West Coast, that was for sure. So my guess is that he kind of maybe tweaked something in practice, I would think. I don't know what else could happen. But we'll hear about it. But listen, he wasn't making a difference anyway, so it's not a really big problem. I hear Drouin is probably going to be ready a couple weeks early, so beginning of January for Drouin. So we only got another couple weeks to wait. We'll get Drouin back, and we'll see. But I'm hoping there's a bit of a new lineup. The game's about to start. I didn't hear anything, so you guys probably heard more than me. We're going to find out what the lines are like, for me anyways, while the game is on. So they just had to face off. For me, I'm probably 30 seconds around later than you guys because of the streaming. So let's see. So we're not going to see on that unless they change up lines right away. Yeah, it looks like they might be. Oh, also, that's true. They can't match lines, so not as easy. Let's see now. I really don't like Markstrom. He once called out his team saying that some of the guys shouldn't even be in the league. This is the same time that he was struggling. Who's he to say such a thing? Not a bad goalie, though. I believe I had him last year. I won my league last year. I had him as a goalie. I always carry 3. I picked him up not right at the beginning. I picked him up a little later, but he was not bad, actually. He gave me good numbers and did not hurt having him, that's for sure. But personally, I don't know. I know his father just passed away very recently. That's about all I know. Paling, Thompson, Barber is the 4th line. I got to shake my head at that. As much as I'm a Julian supporter, I don't understand. So who's 3rd line? Who the hell's centering 3rd line? Domi. No, Domi is centering, so Domi's still at center. So Suzuki's still centering 3rd line. You see, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me now. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to talk. Look, if this works and we blow them out and the lines are fantastic, hey, all the better. If it doesn't and we lose here tonight, I'm definitely coming down on one side you can imagine. If it wins, the lines win, and we'll talk about that. Cousins, Suzuki, Armia. So who's on the second line? Who's the wingers on second line? Anyways, we'll find out. We're going to find out. Lehkonen is on the second line left wing. I see that here. And Armia. So no, it's Lehkonen and Armia with Domi. So who the hell is on the wing with Suzuki other than Cousins? Don't tell me Wheel again. I swear, I'm going to... I've been very patient. But at some point, I'm going to lose it, and it's going to be a bit of a rant maybe tomorrow. Because, at some point... Oh, there's Vadimo. No, that's Riley. Riley's playing? So Mete's not back yet. I don't get it. I totally don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand what he's doing now at this point. I know they see the team better than I do. I get that, but I don't understand these lines. Let's hope for the best then. I think with these lines, the best we can hope for maybe here is another 2-1 game. It's going to be tough to score because these lines they're not optimized for scoring. That's what I believe. I believe that they're not. Anyway, we'll see what the results are. There. You see what Suzuki... Okay, I'm a little behind you, but you see that play Suzuki did? He was down the center. This is a guy that's coachable. Because he was just called out about not going to the middle, not playing in the center. First play I see him make is right down the center, and he almost gets around somebody. That's a coachable guy. That's a guy you want to have on your team. I really love Suzuki, and I don't know why he's not getting that chance right now. I don't get it. When are they going to get desperate enough to do something different? I mean, I guess they're still not, they're 4-2 in their last 6 games. I get it. It's not like it's horrible. I understand Riley being out there because Mete's not back yet. And I said in my video that I thought it would be Riley if Mete's not back. So I was right on something. I think Vadimo is going to wear, what number did I hear? I can't remember the number. So you could look out for it. Might be 68. Maybe it's 70. What's the number I'm looking for? Somewhere in between 68 and 7. No, he's not wearing 69. That's a joke from a Saturday Night Live skit. Sorry. Come on, guys. Get that first goal anyway. I'd really like to see a first goal. Yep, Wheel. I see that just this. I don't know. I'm not very happy. What do you guys think? Let me know if you're... I know we're all watching the game, but when you get a chance, let me know what you guys think of these lines. Are you happy with it, or are you disappointed that there's not some kind of a change? At least let's see how the game goes. If the game is they're struggling a bit, I hope he changes up the lines a little bit. Because he might juggle a little bit tonight. I don't know. Peter, I agree with you. And not just about the team itself. I have a feeling it's going to tell a lot about the coach. I have a feeling. So, Vadimo was actually the first-line center in practice because Deneau had a therapy day. Really wonder if he would have been the first-line center for this game if Deneau weren't there. No. I don't believe that would be the case. His first game and he's playing first-line center. I don't think that would be the case. I honestly think... Wait, let me say this. If it were me and Deneau couldn't play, I'm sorry, I move Suzuki up into there. And I don't know, maybe he's keeping him back one game because punishment for he was unhappy with him the last game. But I think calling him out is punishment enough. Although, I have to admit, the way he called him out wasn't horrible, but he still called him out. Tatar, Deneau, Gallagher, still our best tonight. They're going to be our best for a while. This year, I would say all of this year. That is a good line. The thing with that line is kind of more like a two-way line. They're great on offense, great on defense. Not really a typical number one line, but got to say, they're doing the job. And their Corsi numbers are off the board. I understand Corsi now a little bit. So their Corsi numbers are off the board, which means puck possession and control of the puck. And that's always a good thing. And that's why they're so successful, that line, is they control the puck. They control where the play is. They're I don't know why he broke them up earlier in the year. I know he was punishing Tatar, but one game would have been enough. I don't really figure that Julian is on shaky ground, honestly, Peter, but he's going to be with me. If this is a loss, one of those very disappointing losses, and he doesn't adjust his lines at some point in the game because they're not doing well, I'm going to be very disappointed, and with me, he's going to be a little bit less steady, let me put it that way. But I don't know if he's on shaky ground with the team. I kind of don't think so. I think a guy that's on more shaky ground would have done something different tonight. I don't know. I just wanted to see something different. I'm not looking for a trade or all that kind of stuff. I want to see him use these kids in a better way. That's all. Someone I don't know what live stream said I should coach the team, but goddamn tonight, seeing these lines, I want to coach the team. They do really lousy with me as coach. But maybe I'd get the lines right. Cripes. Okay, wait. Now, number 45 is who? Who's number 45? Is that Barber? Yeah, Barber's number 45. I'm looking for Vadimo. I think Vadimo's got in the 60s. I think he's got a number in the 60s. Whoops, missed one. Antoine Roussel is pissed. Yeah, I read that story. He's pissed at so many sweaters, Habs sweaters there. 4 points in 6 games, not bad. Still not enough to talk about Habs fans. Guy Boucher is still available. I don't think they'd go that way. I honestly think if Julian's let go, I really believe it'll be Dominic Ducharme will get the interim. Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be Boucher. I pretty much sure it's going to be Dominic Ducharme. That's if I'm not saying, look, I'm upset with his line choices. I could be, by the end of the game, I could be very wrong. We'll have to see, but that's all it is. I mean, come on. Vadimo's not there. I don't think so either. I heard on Twitter late in the day, sometime around supper time, that Vadimo was not playing tonight, with no explanation as to why. And I think the fact that Wheel is playing, it's obvious that Vadimo's not there. I just think it's a mistake. But maybe they want to give him some practice with a big team before he plays. I mean, I don't understand. He's had 3 days. I don't see why that would be necessary. Have no idea why he's not playing him. I know all the people are going to come out and say he doesn't like the kids. He doesn't like the kids. Oh, who just fell there? Armia, damn it. So we're about almost 8 minutes in, 3-2 for shots for Vancouver for shots, and not a lot happening that I can see. I'm not paying great attention to the game, but not a lot happening. Bada bing, go Habs. You forgot the H, I think? You go Habs. Hey, Bada bing, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, go Habs, go, because if they can get the first goal, Vancouver's record after getting scored upon first is not great. Vadimo was number 22, but we take away from... No, I heard it's either a high 40s number, maybe 49, or it's going to be 60-something. I'm not sure if it's 68, but maybe it's 4. I don't know. I forget what it was. Brain fart, or, senior moment, that's what they call it. Thompson got a penalty. It hasn't happened here yet. Their power play's pretty good, 85%. So, not power play, 25%. I think 25.3 and fourth in the league, I want to say. Yeah, I'm fourth in the league. So I said, stay out of the damn box. Stay out of the damn box. And I don't know. Oh, damn, I was thirsty there. Yeah, stay out of the damn box. Fourth overall power play, you don't want to mess with that. So I didn't see what he's gone for. Let's take a look. Beauty of the internet. If only my Wi-Fi was a little faster. Not bad tonight. There's no, I'm going to say that, knock wood. There's been no interruptions, servicing. Boarding. 2 minutes for boarding. Hang on a sec. Bit off topic. I see that there. Bit off topic. But honestly, I think we should have kept Kenny Agostino. He was playing very well with us before trading him to New Jersey. He did end up playing well there too. Yeah, but then they didn't keep him, and he went to. Didn't he go to Toronto, or I forget how he ended up in Toronto. No, I mean that's just another fourth liner. I don't think that makes a difference. Honestly, we got the fourth liners. We got those guys for the bottom six. I don't think one guy coming or going makes a huge difference with those guys. Not right now. Before, when we had crappy guys back there, that's a different story. But now there's enough good, solid bottom six players that I don't think Agostino would make a difference. Is it going to be 42 for Vadimo's number? Okay. That's it. He got claimed off waivers. You're right. He's with the Marlies. Look, he's with the Marlies. You'd think Toronto could probably use him. Okay, come on. So the power play's on. I think you guys would let me know anyways if there's a goal because you're ahead of me somewhat. I don't know how much. But this is a good power play. Price is going to get tested. Come on, guys. Oh. Nice passing, I'll tell you that. Nice passing, but Montreal's doing pretty good. They're not really giving them the shooting lanes. Or really the passing lanes cross ice, which is really good if you can keep them from cross ice. That was pretty decent this first minute of the penalty kill. You know what's amazing? I never would have looked like at that kind of stuff when I was just watching hockey. Doing this channel, I'm starting to learn how to, I think, how to learn how to analyze a little bit. And that's my opinion. What I saw there was Montreal was doing, not strictly staying in that box. They were moving around, and that takes away those cross-ice passing lanes. Doesn't allow them to set up very well for a really good scoring chance, and that's what you saw there. And if they can only do that a little more consistently on the penalty kill, that number will come up. They're at 76%. They need another 4 or 5% to make it a decent penalty kill, or a good one, actually. They did a good job with the sticks there, not allowing Vancouver in, and pretty much that penalty is killed. So now can the guy get on the ice? Can he get in and help out? He's in. So that's it. They killed that one off. So good job by the penalty killers there. Okay, let me see. I missed a few things. Oh, I missed a bunch. Thought the penalty was Thompson, was lame. I didn't see it, so I can't tell you. If T.O. needed a defensive defenseman and tough guy so badly, why did they get so negative? I can't. I don't know what Dubas does. Wait, are you from Vancouver and talking for Montreal? I am not from Vancouver. I am in Montreal. I have been in Montreal almost my whole life. I was born in upstate New York to Canadian parents who are from Montreal, and I've been here since I'm 4 years old. And you know what? Honestly, never been to Vancouver. I've never been outside past Ontario. I'm one of those Canadians. I've been in Quebec and Ontario. That's pretty much it. Lots of red. Always lots of red in the stands in Vancouver when Montreal's there. Yeah, we killed off the penalty, and it was a good penalty kill. That was a good penalty kill. Like I said, I'm starting to see how they block off those cross ice lanes, and they're not giving them anything really to shoot at. So they're not only taking away the passing, they're not really giving them any good quality shots to take. So when you see a power play unit in the offensive zone, and all they can do is pass around, like we saw Montreal when they were the worst. They could pass it nicely, and they could not penetrate. And that's what Montreal did to them. They could not penetrate from the perimeters. Wow, I'm proud of myself. That's my first really bit of good analysis I think I've ever done. I'm thinking I might move to a more quiet place in Canada. I love it here in Montreal, but I would love to quiet place, maybe Prince Edward Island. Yeah, the only problem, you're young, so the only problem for you would be, can you work there, right? You got to be able to live. So, but yeah, I would love to live in the country somewhere on a farm. I spent 4.5 years on a farm. In my high school years, we lived on a farm, and I love it. The solitude, don't see anybody for a couple days maybe, you might not see anybody. I love that. But you got to be able to work from there then. That's the big problem, especially for a young guy like you. So, but yeah, that's great. I've never been to PEI. I would love to go. I'd love to travel. Oh, I want to travel around Canada one day. You never know. Maybe this channel will afford me the opportunity, and not just to travel for vacation, but doing things, for the channel, hopefully. I'd like to get to that point at some point where I can actually go to places and do stuff that'll Be good for the channel, but that's down the road by a good bit. I gotta reach that 1,000. I'll tell you something on that 1,000. That first 100 subscribers were really hard to get. And the last 100 to that 1,000 are so hard to get. It's amazing. I don't know if it might be me and my content. I would think that's probably what it is. I've got to get better. But hey, look, I did some analysis today. Wow, maybe I am getting better. So anyway, I got nothing but time to give to I got the time to give to it. And I do study. And yeah, hopefully I'm learning. So Peter's saying, yeah, the box seems better. Too many cross ices past being completed when they were bad. Yeah, because they stuck to a box formation. What I was noticing there, that box kept collapsing in different ways, and that's what kept those passing lanes closed and the shooting lanes, and that's why you didn't see much from Vancouver on that power play. So I like it. It's a little bit more mobile. Penalty kill. The sticks are really active, and that's what's working. So when they play the PK like that, then they're doing well. Hey Kevin, how's it going? Sorry for everybody who's come in. I didn't say welcome in, but welcome in everybody. Thanks for coming in. You already know you're back again, buddy. All right. How you doing? I'm doing great. Well, thanks. Yeah, I figure I'll get there. Listen. 450 videos plus. I don't know how many I got now. I gotten this far, so I figure if I keep at it, by the time I hit 900 videos, I should be half decent. Anyways, I'm my own worst critic. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Yeah, Primo was sent down because, not necessarily the road trip, because of the space out of the games. It's very unlikely that anybody's going to play in nets but Price. It's not good for his development to sit behind the bench watching Price when he could be in Laval playing games. Now, granted, he didn't play today, and they played Kincaid, and I don't get that, but he'll at least play 2-3 games before they need him. There's a couple of back-to-backs coming up next month, and I'm sure he'll play. So when there's going to be a game where a backup is going to play, Primo apparently will be called up. He'll play that game. Stay with them if he's going to play a game in the next few after that, or go back down and wait till the next start. And in between, they'll call Lindgren up. And I don't know how they can do that with Lindgren without the waivers thing. So I don't know how that works exactly, but I think it's something to do with how many games he plays when he's up here, and he won't be playing any Lindgren. Only Primo. And Primo, with his, it's his first year as a pro. He's on an ELC. I think waivers is back and forth as many times as you want. I never really liked Christmas that much. I don't know. I guess just the Christmas, winter depression, whatever. This year, though, I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm only noticing that it kind of starts late. I thought it started by the end of November. You guys see the lights and everything. People only started putting lights around here, like, what are we today? Tuesday, like Thursday, Friday last week, I think it was. But I love the Christmas lights. That's something I like. Red and blue especially. I love Christmas lights. So, yeah, I like it. And not a lot of snow around. I kind of like that. So, apparently we're getting snow tomorrow. We got a little bit today. Kevin, I don't know if it's going to be Primo full-time next year or not. I don't really think so 100%, but you never know. But remember this. The quicker Primo comes up and is full-time, the quicker he's going to replace Price completely, and Price will be traded. I don't want to go into more than that. That's something I want to talk about tomorrow on the podcast. So look for that in the podcast tomorrow. He needs more playing time, especially this year. Primo needs to be playing at least 40 games, 40 to 50 games. He needs that for his development. And there's not going to be any difference next year, I think. It's the year after that. I think the year after that, I think he's up here regularly. And then you're looking at a couple of years, and he's the guy that's taken over. But one thing I got to tell you, we might be very lucky because with Price, you get such a cool, calm, talented goaltender. And I don't know, but Primo looks like he's a copy of Price. Just so calm and cool, and he makes the saves, and he's always square, and he's just like ready all the time. I really like it. So I just hope, and I don't think he's going to trade him. But you don't trade a guy like, in my opinion, you don't trade a guy like Primo. Red and blue M&Ms. I like any kind, Linda. Any kind of M&Ms, I'm good with them. I love M&Ms. I love American chocolate, but I love Smarties too. So it's the Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights, but if there's no blue in them, they're not as exciting. I really like blue and red, especially if it's just red and blue. I'm happy, but if you have like all the colors and there's no blue, because there's people around here that have that, and I don't know, I don't like it as much. I love the blue part. It adds everything that makes it all worth it. I think Price I think Price is willing, as much as he wanted an experienced goaltender so he didn't have to babysit him. I think he sees something in Caden Primo, and he wants to be he wants to help the kid along as much as he can. And I don't think he'll mind having a goalie like Primo as his backup, because first of all, it pushes him a little bit, and I think he likes to pass on his wisdom. And it makes them better if you've got a 1-2 punch like that. Kevin, don't be surprised if Price is not here when his contract ends. But again, I want to talk about that tomorrow. So I don't really want to go into all that, because then it's useless to watch my podcast tomorrow, because a good part of it is going to be the goalies. Could Price be traded? He could be. I don't think so right now. But yeah. The thing with Price's contract, and it's the same thing with Weber's contract, is this front loaded, right? So by the last 4 years of Price's contract, say the last 2 or 3, any team getting him, yes, they have the cap hit, so he needs to go to a team that has the room, but they don't have the salary. He's making next to nothing by the last 2-3 years of the contract, because it's all front loaded. I'm quite sure Price had a front loaded contract. The only thing bad about that is when you do trade him, or when he retires at any point. If he retires before the end of the contract, there's a penalty to pay on that, and it's the Habs, because the Habs signed him to it. Okay, I know I'm really behind here. Fun fact, Caden Primo actually Canadian American. Keith Primo was born in Ontario. Yeah, I think I pretty much knew that. It would be cool if you could replace Don Cherry. You are so authentic. Well, I thank you for that, Linda. I appreciate that. Somebody, maybe it was you, somebody said I should do, instead of the podcast, or make the podcast I'm not sure if he misspelled it or on purpose, but he wrote, or she wrote, Couch's Corner. So, but it could have been Coach's Corner. But I've never been a coach, so it wouldn't be coach. But I think in a way, if you watch my videos, my Brother Frick character is kind of a bit of Don Cherry. When I watch it back, or when I have to watch it before I upload it, when I do that, hey, it's a beauty, that guy. That's a beauty, that guy. It kind of makes me think of Don Cherry, or maybe it's just me, and I don't know if anybody else sees that. But I'm not an actor in any way. I'm trying to develop a little bit of talent to do just a little bit of fun stuff. But I don't think I would ever take on anything like that. And first of all, they'd never ask me. But even if they did, it's something the hockey guy once said, because a lot of people would like the hockey guy to go on Sportsnet or whatever. He wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't either, for the same reasons. You don't have the freedom when you're doing that. You don't have the freedom really of what you want to do. Whereas on this channel, I have a lot of freedom that I don't think I'd want to give up. and I'll tell you, for someone like me, I've been like that my whole life. I'd rather have the freedom of doing what I want than to be stuck working for somebody else. But I appreciate oh boy, I can't even. Word just went right out of my head. But thank you, I appreciate that. But my podcasts, I mean, my podcast is supposed to be a little bit more off the cuff. I'm getting topics together, what I want to talk about, but I don't really research that. Some of it I do when I really want to get a little bit more in depth, but it's basically just, this is the topic, talk about it. And if I do get questions, because I haven't gotten any questions from anybody for a couple of weeks, I do the same thing. I just write them down that day and answer them off the top of my head. And I like that. Like you said, it's authentic. And that's what I strive for, because at this point, I don't even write scripts anymore. I don't. I used to have to, because quite frankly, I was so rusty about my hockey, I couldn't talk hockey without a script. Now it's not the same. My hockey's coming back, and I can talk hockey off the top of my head. The only thing that stops me now is that I'm getting a little older, and sometimes I have those senior moments where literally a thought can go away. In mid-sentence, it can happen, and it's kind of embarrassing and frustrating. But hey, listen, what are you going to do? It's going to happen to all of you guys, all of you young guys, right, Peter? Right, Peter? I'm telling the truth, eh? And Peter's a little older than me, so he even knows that more than I do. Okay, what did I miss? Power play goal. Not good now. Vancouver scored first goal. This could be what I said. This could be bad. Now, it's a power play goal because I saw someone in the box. So, thing is, don't take the penalties. But anyway, I'm not paying enough attention to know what was really going on. I'll find out in the next 2 periods. But like Peter said there, damn, I wanted that first fucking goal. I'm sorry if I missed so many of your comments. I'm really, really sorry. It's not as easy when there's a game on and I'm using the phone. I'm doing this on my phone. When I do the Saturday stuff and I'm a little earlier, so I get a half an hour, I can look at the computer for the chat. It's a hell of a lot easier. So if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I don't like that. A lot of people doing live streams, they kind of don't care what's being said. They just pick out what they want. I don't like to do that. I like to go down one at a time and try to cover everybody. Especially right now, look, there's 11 people in the room. If I can't really answer everything or respond to everything you guys are saying there, I'm not doing my job really very well, I guess. So, yeah. So I apologize because I think I didn't do a very good job today. I see someone over there, oh my God, another penalty. And that's probably what the goal. So this is, I said this in my preview, they have to stay out of the damn box. They have to. It's going to cost them the game. I mean, look, they're being outshot 14-9 in shots. They didn't get the first goal, which could really help them because Vancouver doesn't do well after. They didn't come out of the period with the lead. This is their job. This is what they got to do. And I don't know this for a fact because we can't. If he would have gone with the lineup I had written out for my last video, I don't know that would have done a good job or a better job. I don't know for sure. But damn it would have been something different. You know? And you could always change around. So I hope at this point, come out in the second period and juggle the lines a little bit. It's not working. Having Wheel on Suzuki's wing is not working. It doesn't make any sense to me. At this point, put Wheel back up on the top, fourth line, and bring Paling down and put Paling on Suzuki's wing. That is what I would do if I was coach. Okay, Linda, if I was the coach, that's what I would do. Honestly, that's what I would do right now. Because it's not working. I don't care what anybody wants to say, and I'm a defender of Julian. And I just don't think this is working. I know I'm saying that a lot. I get it, but it's my rant time. This was a good live stream. I had a lot of fun. I'm having a lot more fun on these live streams. The other day, although when I'm tired, it's not great. If I've had a really full day and I have to do a live stream, I can be tired, and then my brain isn't clicking. Tonight's clicking. Yeah, it's over. For me, anyways. If I don't know if it's just ending for you guys. Maybe we're closer time than I thought. Yeah, I kind of, in my lineup video, I put Paling as third line center only because I really wanted to see the scoring, the threat of goal scoring spread out better. And I think by moving Suzuki up to the second line with Domi and Armia as his wingers are way improved. Those little sublime, beautiful passes he makes are going to go onto talented sticks, much better than what he's got now. And then you've got Paling on the other side, and let him get through his. And there's a good chance that there's more offense. And with what he did was he brought out a team that hasn't been scoring, and he hasn't really changed it. And I don't understand. I just don't understand. We're getting to the point where if they don't start producing points regularly, we're not going to make the playoffs. It's crunch time right now for Montreal. It's not going to come in March. Crunch time. Crunch time is now, and they got to play like it's crunch time. And I think the players on the ice are playing as good as they can, but he's not putting the right combinations out. That's my opinion. Okay, so Joe is saying he actually thinks Wheel being with Suzuki is not bad. Wheel's got the experience and the speed and has changed as a player since we acquired him. I'm going to disagree with you, Joe. I like Wheel. I liked his potential, but he's not shown us anything. Nothing good. There's no finish to his game. He's not pulling the trigger. He's not scoring. He's not doing anything with his opportunity. I don't see it. No, I don't see it. Cousins, on the other hand, something about his game I like better. He's tougher. I like those kind of things. Wheel's not tough enough. Yeah, he can get banged around, but he can't deliver back. That's the problem. So I'd like to see Paling down there with Suzuki. Why not play the two kids together? I don't see what's the option. The option is staying the same and nothing happening. Are we going to have endless 2-1 games? Maybe that's what we're in for. I know it's going to be tighter hockey and we're going to have closer games, but are they all going to be 2-1? Because, I just don't get it. Shazan says, the hockey guy always said the goals in the beginning and the end of a period are killers. And there you go. Not only did Montreal not get the first goal, not come out of the first period with a lead, but they gave up a power play goal in the last 2 minutes of the game. The period. It doesn't bode you well going into the next period. So, the only good thing, Montreal's one of those comeback teams. Montreal's a team that plays better in the second period and the third period. In general, they do that. We got to hope for the best here. But I got to tell you, man, by the freaking halfway point of next period, if this team has not scored a goal, juggle the goddamn lines. That's what I don't see how you don't do that. Hockey guy talks too much about jerseys. No, listen, Joe, honestly, without the hockey guy, I'm not here. You're watching me. I wouldn't be here. If I didn't come across the hockey guy, I would not be talking to you guys right now. That's 100%. And I watch the hockey guy regularly. The other guys I watch sometimes, but hockey guy I watch regularly. Yeah, I mean, it's not everything is about what I want to hear about, but I like the guy. He's knowledgeable. Yeah. I don't like talking bad about it, Shannon. I don't know him, and I know he does not watch me. He does not watch hockey channels. He said it. He tries not to. For him, he doesn't want to copy anybody, and he doesn't want to be accused of that, so he just keeps it to himself. He doesn't watch anybody else. But I like Shannon. I like his content, and yeah, I don't like putting him down. I mean, if it's justifiable, but I don't think because he talks about jerseys is enough, Joe. Sorry, buddy. But honestly, if it wasn't for the hockey guy, I'm not here today doing a live stream. Suzuki did really well with Thompson and Cousins. That I agree, but I don't think being on the fourth line was where Suzuki should be. It did him well. It got him to where he is right now, but I think he should be moved up. I really do. Look, Domi is doing nothing anymore as center. I don't care what you want to say. His production has come down, and he had 72 points last year. I don't know. I don't see him getting 50 right now. So his production at center is not there. Time to move him over to the wing, give Suzuki an opportunity. So do it for 5 games. See what happens and go from in 5-game increments, see how it goes. If it's not working, change it back. But it's not working with Domi as second line center. It's not right now. To me, it's time to face the music. That's all. That's it. The whole season right now is a marathon. It's not like it used to be. There's too much parity. The teams are too even. Look at Ottawa, who's got nobody really. They are right there in the hunt. Not that they're going to make the playoffs, but they're dangerous to play against. Teams like that, it's too close. No, you got to do everything you can, especially after that 8-game losing streak took so many points away. We're under 50 games left. If you don't start picking up those points right now, you got almost zero chance to make the playoffs. So, and it's cool. They might not make the playoffs. I get that, but they should do everything they can. And I don't mean by trading, because I'm at this point I don't think there will be a trade now. After what Bergevin said, I doubt there's going to be a trade. And I think they can really make a difference from within their own ranks. I think the defense is doing a good job. Well, look, Joe, jerseys are his thing. It's his thing. That's cool. It doesn't bother me. I like it. I like to see all the jerseys. I think it's too much as well. He should stop. He's got so many. But it's his thing. He's a collector. I know I'm missing so many. I'm going to have to go soon, though. Suzuki will be a setup guy and a finisher. He's going to be our first-line center. Suzuki, I mean, mark my words. This is my opinion. It's not written in stone. Suzuki will, in 3 years from now, centers will be Suzuki in 1, Kokanyemi number 2, Deneau number 3. That's what I think. And a Thompson-like guy as 4th center. Suzuki has the highest ceiling as center on this team right now, and with everybody that I see that they have in the wings, Suzuki is the guy. And look, he's a rookie. This is his first 30-odd games. I mean, come on. Look at the progression on this kid. I can just imagine. And we saw what he did in junior. We saw what he's done his whole career. You can go back and look at it. His whole coming up to here. And this guy is a winner, and he's a playmaker, and he's a great player. Okay. I think on that note, it's a couple of minutes from the start of the next period. I got to go take a piss. Don't want to really have to say that on live stream, but I got to go do that. And yeah, I'm going to cut it out here. So listen, thanks everybody. Really, I appreciate so much. There's 14 people. If there wasn't a game I was just doing a live stream, I would stay for a while. But it is a game I need to cover. And I just can't thank you enough for the support of you guys showing up all the time. And I so appreciate it. Thank you all to my regulars. There's Gislain, Sang Sung, everybody that came in. It's gone. Sorry. And when I do that, I feel like Romper Room. So any of you old guys, you know what Romper Room is. I feel like that when I mention names. Yeah, Peter, you're right. He's got the hands. He's going to be the finisher. Okay, so I'm telling you, I can just keep taking questions. Okay, I'm taking off. Thanks everybody once again. Really appreciate it. If anybody happens to be here hasn't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe and ring that notification bell. And I'll see you all next time. Next game is Tuesday. It's Thursday at 9 o'clock. They're in Calgary. It's a 9 o'clock start. I will be on the air at 9 o'clock. And on Saturday, it's a 7 o'clock start. So it's a normal. I'll be on the air at 6:30, so it'll be normal. So just to let you guys know in advance. Thanks, everybody, once again. And I'm signing out. So go Habs, go. Bye, y'all. Thanks a lot. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Oh, I need that.